So I was always wondering what the Rosicrucians believed. I studied it and tried to figure out where they're coming from. And it finally, today I watched one of their videos, and it finally, everything came together where I know what they believe now. They actually believe Lucifer is kind of like a fallen creature that can be redeemed. But the Bible makes it clear that Lucifer, Satan, the devil, fallen angels, any kind of angel, any kind of light creature who fell because of pride, they can't be redeemed. Only the human can be redeemed, and that's why Lucifer is trying to get back to God, because he can't through the human. That's why they want to possess humans and stuff. They can't be redeemed. Jesus went to the cross for the humans. That guy said, well, the Luciferian light is the thief on the cross that said, remember me in thy kingdom. No, that's not the Lucifer light. Lucifer was a liar, is a liar, a murderer. Notice he was a liar and a murderer, and he still is a liar and a murderer. And so that tells you there's the same stories happening all the time. It's a fractal, really no time. The same storyline's applying right now. So the Rosicrucians think that Lucifer's like them, and they talk about the middle path. Well, the middle path is Jesus. Jesus is the middle path. All humans are born in sin. In sin did your mother conceive you. You're born in sin. Jesus is the middle path. You can't walk the middle path, and you never could. Only Jesus could pull you out of the sin. And the Bible makes it clear, set your affections above. And the Bible makes it clear, take up your cross daily. Do you really have any hope in this place? Look at all the dirt. The dirt and the rocks and the weeds. I mean, the decay, the telephone poles about to fall, they had to put another one up. Look at all the decay and the weeds and the rocks and the faded paint and all this darkness. But if you look up at that sign, there's the cross. Look at that. So there's no hope down here. The flesh, the Bible says in Romans 7, the flesh is nothing but sin. The flesh is nothing but sin. You're under law. Look at these. The reason there's laws, well, you got to stop at this stoplight. You got to turn here. You got to do this. The reason there's laws is because of sin. The reason there's a blue sky is because of sin. So the Rosicrucians and all these people talking about the middle path, I got to walk the middle path. I don't want to be too spiritual, and I don't want to ignore the spiritual, and I don't want to ignore the natural. Set your affections above. Listen to their music. I don't care if it's rock, I don't care if it's rap, I don't care if it's pop. Listen to all their music. It's the same stuff. All the rap music's talking about killing somebody. All the rock music's rebellion. All the pop music's natural love. But they can't. But 70% divorce rate in marriage, and they say they know what love is. I don't think so. Most people are looking for love, but they don't even know what love is. They don't know they wouldn't know sacrificial, redemptive love if it hit them in the face. I'm looking for love down here. Well, Jesus went to the cross for you, and that's your ultimate love, but you reject that. So how are you going to find any other kind of love that's less than that? You can't. You're smoking something. You're lying to yourself. You're in delusions, mankind. Rosicrucians, you're in delusions. I'm going to find the middle path. I'm going to walk the middle path. No, you ain't. Jesus is the middle path. Believe on Jesus. Set your affections above, not below. Yeah, you got to pay your bills. You got to work. You got to eat. You got to get up and clean the house, wash your clothes. Yeah, I understand. But that's so easy. That's so mundane. Why do you think they call it mundane? Why do you think you hate going to your job every day, punching that clock? It's mundane, the natural plane. Why do you think everybody's working so hard to get out of work? You're working hard to get out of work. I know I am. I'm working hard to get out of work, but it seems to keep adding more work. That's the weird part about it. The middle path. I want to walk the middle path. No, you don't. That's a Luciferian Rosicrucian lie. Yeah, your body has a left and a right, and you have to balance. I understand in the natural there is a middle path in the natural, but spiritual, to become spiritual. So in the horizontal plane, yeah, there's a middle path. In the vertical plane, Jesus is the middle path. You can't get to heaven, and so even down here, actually down here, I don't even know if I want to call it a middle path, but when your body walks, but it represents, your right arm represents the spirit, the righteousness of Christ. Your left arm represents the sinfulness of mankind. The left arm and the right arm, in the middle is the heart and the reproduction, right? So what happened at the cross is a reproduction happening out here. Take up your cross. When you walk, your legs cross. Cross your arms, cross your legs, cross your heart. When you think, it crosses. So the middle path in your body, the preaching of the body of the middle path is the cross. Those people right there walking, their legs are crossing. Everything preaches the cross. You got the spirit plane, you got the natural plane, and you got the middle, which is Christ at the cross. Now, that's the vertical. The horizontal plane, you're trying to walk the middle path in the horizontal. It's impossible. Without having a spiritual aspect to yourself, and you're only in the horizontal plane, you're going down. Yeah, your body's designed with a left and a right, but it preaches Christ. To get a new heart, you need to run to Christ. Run to Jesus. To be productive down here, be fruitful and multiply, you got to run to Jesus. The reproduction is pointing back to the cross. That's the storyline. ST is the snake on the cross, ORY, having to do with the story of the cross. The letter S is integrating you back in through the cross. The S is the snake. It's the integration. Jesus became sin for you. He became the snake on the pole. So the letter S is integrating you back in through the cross, the story of the cross. The letter N is the snake and the fish, Nineveh, the Ninevites. So Jesus became the sin for you to fish you out. The letter N is like the sine wave, right? It's like the snake. Jesus became sin for you, the snake, to fish you out, to hook you out. So the world hooks you down. Lucifer, the liar, the murderer, hooks you down. Jesus hooks you up. And then when you go over here to that, or is that tobacco store, I bet you wouldn't take but 1 or 2 days you standing there. Somebody say, I'll hook you up with this. No, they're hooking you down. They're not hooking you up, they're hooking you down. But that preaches Jesus hooking you up. The Rosicrucian lie is that Lucifer is the light bearer when he's nothing more than a fallen angel, and Lucy Light is the opposite of the light bearer. Jesus is the true light, and Lucifer, Lucy Light, is a Rosicrucian lie. Lucy Light is an upside down, inverted mind game. And this stuff about the middle path, you can't walk the middle path without Jesus. You can't walk in the natural plane and the spiritual plane at the same time without Jesus. And you definitely can't walk the spiritual plane without Jesus. If you were, even if Lucifer was walking right beside you, he's just a murderer and a liar. So is that the spiritual plane? No. The word Satan is adversary. You think Lucifer is on your side? Lucy Light is a lie. If you look at the movie Lucy, she became like 100% evolved, right, in the natural, but it went to black goo. She evolved into black goo. Come on. Lucy Light will evolve you down into the dark goo, the deception that's off the roof.